The biggest surprise in the Matrix Resurrections Deja Vu trailer was the first close-up look at the Merovingian, one of the most powerful and dangerous programs in the Matrix. Well, that's how he was described once. Now he looks like a vagabond. How and why did his appearance change so drastically? Today we're going to discuss the Merovingian's change in looks in Matrix Resurrections. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
The Merovingian is an ancient program. He was introduced by the Oracle when she sent Neo on a mission to retrieve the Keymaker.
We do not know what happened to him until now. He's being held prisoner by a very dangerous program. One of the oldest of us. He is called the Merovingian.
The building where the Merovingian resides in Mega City was very well guarded.
Is that good for us or bad for us?
Well, it looks like every floor is wired with explosives.
Bad for us.
On one of the highest floors of the building, there was the restaurant La Vraie. Here is where Neo met the program and his exiles. One of his former exiles was Seraph, or Wingless or Judas, as he was called in the Club Hell, by the Merovingian and his henchmen. So then the Merovingian might have existed since the Paradise Matrix. Previously, we have theorized that the Merovingian is a program in charge of cause and effect in the earlier versions of the simulation, but was subsequently replaced by the Oracle after she added choice to the simulation, rendering the Merovingian obsolete and most likely sparking the rivalry between the two programs. The Merovingian became one of the first, or the first, exiled program by refusing to go back to the source and be deleted. With his skills and intelligence, he became a threat capable of taking on the Oracle, the Red Pills, and possibly the Architect. Yet all of that power and intelligence seems to have been useless to him, since his present appearance is not favorable. What could have happened to him that he ended up in this state? Understand that the Merovingian is not alone. In the first Matrix Resurrections trailer, Neo is fighting one of the exiles he already faced and presumably eliminated in Matrix Reloaded. We learned this thanks to one of our subscribers, Back Buffer, who wrote to us after the release of the first trailer. The Asian guy Neo was fighting with was the same guy from Matrix Reloaded. At 7 minutes 15 seconds, you can see him as Guy Only in White, Chen Yu, aka Tiger. The internet also reported that this is the same actor. For those of you who did not see our video on the Deja Vu trailer, in this scene where Neo fights this man, you can see in the background the homeless-looking man. This is the Merovingian, confirmed by the Deja Vu trailer. Neo is fighting one of the same minions of the Merovingian. Originally, we thought that Neo killed this exile in Matrix Reloaded, but the final blow happened off camera, for which that final blow may not have been fatal. Or it could be that the Merovingian repaired or recycled the exile's code, and thus explaining why the program has a different hairstyle. So the Merovingian is not entirely alone. He still has his exiles. In an interview with Lambert Wilson on October of last year, he mentioned that the Merovingian had felt the passing of time. Therefore, this is not an alternate version of the character. He is the same Frenchman who lost his image. But how? We posted this question on our community page, and you gave us many interesting theories. As Fluorescent Studios wrote, "I can imagine this is what he would turn into after losing Persephone." We thought the same thing. As the saying goes, behind every strong man, there is a strong woman. There must be a reason why the Merovingian kept Persephone by his side even though she betrayed him. We have a video talking about the possible reasons as to why she was still alive. Losing his wife may have sent the Frenchman into a deep state of depression that resulted in him losing his standings. The question now would be, if the Merovingian still has the exiles, including some that we thought were dead, why isn't Persephone with him? All information about the movie indicates that Persephone is not in Matrix 4 in any shape or form. Another interesting theory proposed by one of our followers, Alexander Taves, says he lost his power base. His organization was either wiped out, Merv's trafficking ability was taken away, or made obsolete somehow. He's been trapped and separated from his organization and alone in this sub-matrix with Neo and Trin, or someone replaced him as the leader of his organization and exiled him. Or perhaps this submatrix that Neo and Merv find themselves in is a type of prison, and Merv wants to help Neo remember so that Neo can get him out of this submatrix prison. The idea that Neo, Trinity, and the Merovingian are prisoners in the Matrix is interesting, as this could easily explain the characters' current predicaments. This theory also corresponds to what Jonathan Groff said.
Back to the Matrix.
So is Neo in a virtual prison with Trinity, the Merovingian, maybe Sati and other programs? This theory does bring with it some plot holes, because it means that the Merovingian was captured by the architect and was imprisoned, not deleted. John Smith claims that the Merovingian looks like the Train Man now. The Train Man was the exile that created the construct that functioned as a bridge between the City of Machines and the Matrix, Mobile Ave. When Smith infected the Matrix, the Merovingian may have escaped through this construct to avoid assimilation. It wouldn't be the first time that the Merovingian escaped from a difficult situation.
I have survived your predecessors, and I will survive you.
Maybe he lost several exiles, including Persephone and the Train Man, and had to take on the role of the Train Man to continue using Mobile Ave and not get caught. The Merovingian is willing to do whatever it takes to survive. Others say that the Merovingian is being punished by Sati? Yemi Babatunde wrote, Sati's punishment, the consequences of what him and the Train Man did to her and her parents. It's either that, or Persephone took all of his money after a messy divorce, which left him homeless. You never know. A good jest, and Rory King agrees. I agree with the viewpoint, because we are now in Sati's Matrix. Sati gave Neo's surviving enemies the worst possible in Matrix lives they could have, and also that they could not have any power in the Matrix anymore. The idea of Sati trapping the Merovingian in a simulation and taking away all of his powers is not that far-fetched. The Merovingian and the Oracle have been at war for who knows how long, and if something were to happen to the Oracle, her successor would be Sati. Sati could then take revenge against the people who did wrong by her teacher. Don't forget that the Merovingian already destroyed the Oracle's shell once. Perhaps on his second attempt, he managed to destroy her completely. Now there is something that makes this theory more viable, and that is that actress Priyanka Chopra's character is Sati, and we've been saying this for months. The casting was confirmed by Internet Movie Database and Warner Bros. Korea. So Sati may be playing an extremely important role, and she might be the cause of the Merovingian's current problem. We are eager to know why the Merovingian looks defeated, one of the oldest and most powerful programs in the Matrix, rendered to a tramp. But do you agree? How did the Merovingian lose his status and power? Could it be that he is in disguise to protect himself from someone?
The place where you live is not the place you once dreamed of? Are you sick of your hot and filthy Zion apartment? Then we have the solution for you. Bad credit or criminal history? We can wipe your slate clean and give you a fresh start. We at Megacity Realty can find you the most luxurious real estate, where you can spend hours playing your favorite virtual reality video game, eating the most delicious meals, and having an endless supply of blue medications. What are the blue pills for? No need to worry, because you will be bathing in the most phenomenal bathtub, with the best view of the city, and only minutes away from the best cafeteria in the city. Why wait? Contact one of our agents and be reconnected to the home of your dreams. Megacity Realty. Offer valid while the truce lasts.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.